So this morning, my homeboy asked me about the Enes Kanter situation. He wanted my thoughts on it. And one of the things I said was that I feel like the WNBA as an organization is dropping the ball, and they have been for the better part of at least my full absorption of WNBA media for at least 3 years. And he was like, well, what would you do to remedy some of the things that's going on right now in the league? And I thought about it for a second. And before I do anything, if I was in charge of the WNBA and their media and the reports and whatnot and the statements they put out, before I do anything else, I'm going to troll. I would congratulate Enes Kanter on living in his truth and coming out as a trans woman. I would, I don't know, compare her to some of the great trans people of all time or whatever. And then I would make it known that there has never been a trans player in the WNBA. And based off of, to my understanding, their standards and what they have, even though they did come out this morning and say it, there won't be a trans player in the WNBA simply based off of the rules that they set in motion. And that's how you treat that. You nip that in the bud. If it was to escalate further, and he finds his way at a Chicago Sky game to get into it with Natasha Cloud and walk on the court, Enes Kanter is banned from all WNBA related activities. It's not hard. I don't believe that there's such thing as too sensitive when it comes to protecting your own players. And I feel that the WNBA has been dropping the ball when it comes to protecting your own players. Some 6'10 man walks on the court of a WNBA game. If he's not banished to the shadow realm, he won't be at another WNBA function. I can tell you that much. That's not hard. I feel like, I don't know if they don't want to come off as sensitive or all the girls are crying and this, that, and the third. I can't speak on that. I've only ever been a man. But what I can speak on is if you want to be taken seriously as a boss and as a commissioner, first of all, no league likes their commissioner. I have yet to see one league that's just gung-ho about their commissioner. But you need to make it known that you value your assets. I don't think the WNBA values their assets properly. And I also feel like ever since they've been making some real money, it's been less and less about protecting the athletes and more so about dollar signs. And they're allowing a lot of BS to happen because there's no such thing as bad publicity. So even if you have a situation where Enes Kanter and Royce White can consistently troll the WNBA, the fact that the WNBA is being used is money. And now we got to ask these players after the game, what do they think about these comments when we should just be focusing on a great game or a bad game that somebody has had. And even with that, there are way more pressing issues. The black women who make this league go are nowhere near as protected enough. I don't feel like there's enough speaking out about the social issues like they used to do, even back when they was in the bubble. When they wasn't making no money and they still set out games. I think it was due to Breonna Taylor dying. Like, there are real issues going on. We shouldn't be giving all this energy to Enes Kanter. But if I'm in the WNBA, we going to nip that in the bud real quick. We going to troll, and if it go any further, we going to ban. And then you move on to what's important. There should be no more energy given to Enes Kanter so he can go on Fox News or wherever and just be a waste of space. Why are we giving losers this much attention?